me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some rest by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert, gonna be mad.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Boykin on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. Fighting through, and he's got space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. First down carry here for Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Rosen. Screen play, Johnson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He may try and run for this. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio.
Off the play fake, Boykin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Charles Tapper in there. there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On second down, here's Boykin. Wilson snags it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Staying open!
On third down, Boykin. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Boykin on 1st and 10. Caught. It's Ellington. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Boykin. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Rosen to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action. It's Rosen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Fourth down. Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Boykin off play action. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Boykin. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the gun, it's Boykin. The left side completion to Jones. And running with power here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
On first down, Boykin. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Boykin. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll sit due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See, looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action now. Boykin on the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Lions on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. 4. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's Boykin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Boykin. His pass caught with the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Luke Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Gone!
Now it's Rosen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Flex round! Flex round!
On the ground, this is Johnson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here we go! One.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the end around now, this is Nelson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Johnson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back now at Ford Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Detroit! Detroit!
3rd and goal. Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey! Ohio! Ohio! Hey!
Here's Boykin to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Boykin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Boykin. They're able to locate Wilson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Flex round.
Now Boykin on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chandler Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a 1st carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Tapper. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. In there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Pass incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're